Thanks for your interest in Anarchy Esports. This video is designed to give you some information on our organization, what you can do here, explain how to join us, as well as answer some frequently asked questions. So first, some background. Anarchy was founded in July of 2019, and in less than a year, we became the largest League of Legends team development organization on Discord, with over 25 high-quality pre-made teams. And in the last split, 80% of our teams made playoffs. The central directive of the organization is to help players achieve greatness through a rigorous practice schedule and a culture of open and critical dialogue, but more on that later. We exist to help our teams improve. The teams inside the server prepare each other for competition outside the server. Ultimately, their goal is not just to do well versus other Anarchy teams, but to compete successfully in outside leagues and tournaments. In service of this goal, we have mandatory practices for the entire org, Wednesdays and Thursdays from 7 to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. If you can't make these times, you can't be on a team. This is the strict rule we have as an org, and it can be prohibitive for some with conflicting work or home schedules. On the upside, if you can make these days, you're in for a treat. With over 25 committed teams and 125 committed players and voice channels within the server on practice days, you can expect high-quality scrims to be available. Anarchy utilizes a 2-block scrim format, or 2 games played back-to-back regardless of outcome. You'll participate in 4 games on Wednesday and 4 games on Thursday, a total of 8 matches per week. Each 2-block is given 2 hours to take place. That means that there's some additional time built in for pro-draft and what we call talkbacks. A talkback is a discussion between both teams which takes place after a set to assess how the games went so both teams can improve. This is usually done while someone streams a replay of the game in Discord for reference. This is the, quote, culture of open and critical dialogue portion of our mission statement. We highly encourage both teams to objectively and critically evaluate mistakes that were made by the opposing team, their own team, and most importantly, by themselves as players. This can be challenging to do, especially after suffering a big loss, but teams who repeatedly stay for talkbacks improve so much faster. If you need to miss a practice occasionally, you can, as long as you can find a sub. Ask a trusted friend or utilize the player base of the organization by adding subs in the hashtag LFSub channel. For example, at Jungle Sub, plat player needed for Thursday at 9 p.m. 2-block. When finding a sub, you should find someone who's close to your own rank. An additional benefit of playing with Anarchy is our server AI Bonesy. Bonesy manages a lot of the more repetitive tasks in the server. He automates the scrim finding process, manages player roles, sets up team rooms, and more, all of which is designed to facilitate a better experience for you, the player. If you go into Bonesy Control, you can see some of the outward functionality he provides for the server. Also, you can DM him with any questions that you might have, and a staff member will get back to you. The ultimate goal for our competitive teams is to participate in outside leagues and tournaments. You'll be notified by an announcement in League Alerts when a new league or tournament opens up. We're connected with a majority of the league and tournament organizations on Discord, so this is a great resource. Anarchy does not pay for entry fees. We also award free coaches to teams that have performed well and put in time and effort into their team. An additional benefit of the org is you can make contacts with the best players in your bracket throughout the organization through scrims, and these folks will be happy to sub in for a tournament match should you ever need it. Our server is meant as a training ground for teams to hone their skills for competition, and therefore we aim to foster a culture of positivity. In the past, teams and players who've been antagonistic, abrasive, uncooperative, or arrogant have found themselves alienated from the community for the simple fact that people don't want to play or scrim with them. Anarchy has no place for players who are problematic and demean their fellow peers. It's important for each player to read through our guidelines and understand appropriate conduct in Anarchy before applying for a team. You'll be spending 8 hours a week with other teams, so it's paramount to keep a good relationship with other Anarchy members to ensure a stable, competitive experience. If you'd like to apply, and you haven't already, use the link in the description of this video. Players are selected from our applicant pool who have competitive OPGGs for tryouts. The best applicants will have over 150 games played in solo queue over the season that they're applying, high quantities of solo queue games on a variety of champions within their role, especially ones that fit into competitive play in the meta, a good understanding of the meta, high ward scores, good KDAs, marked improvement from season to season, and years of experience playing League. Although not everyone will have a perfect OPGG, tuning it up can help you get more tryouts. If you're interested in further improving your chances for a tryout, you can become an Anarchy sub from our server access and roles page. This means you'll get pinged a lot, but you'll get to know people, and in finding a team, it really is all about who you know. An additional step you can make is just being very active in chat. Getting to know people that way is equally valid. As you can probably tell, a lot of work has gone into making Anarchy Esports what it is today. Our server is made possible by our dedicated player base, our wonderful staff, and by the generous donations of our supporters on Patreon. Currently, Anarchy receives a 15% cut from tournament or league cash winnings. However, with a minimal donation to our Patreon, this fee is waived. Donations go to our back-end developers who design, maintain, and upgrade the Bonesy AI. Giving whatever you can is greatly appreciated. As an additional reward for your donation, we have donor benefits. These range from custom team names, a custom logo, a personalized highlight reel of your best plays, and much more. Learn more at patreon.com/anarchyesports. Thanks for watching this video, and we hope you decide to take the next step with us.